Imagine this. You lie still, your breath soft, your thoughts beginning to float. The surface world quiets, the traffic, the voices, the heartbeat of the day, all fading into the distance. And below that silence, something stirs. Far beneath your feet, under layers of stone and memory, there's a sound that no one hears, a slow, steady hum that belongs not to the sky or the waves, but to the deep belly of the earth. Before we sink into that mystery, pause for a moment. Take a long, calm breath. Let the air move gently in and slower as it leaves. Feel your body resting a little deeper into the bed, the chair, the floor beneath you. And while you're here with me, before we drift downward together, I'd love for you to tell me something. Write in the comments, where in the world are you watching from? What country do you call home tonight? And what time is it where you are right now as you listen? Because somewhere across the globe, someone else, maybe thousands of miles away, is breathing softly with you, listening to this same story, feeling the same slow calm wrapping around them like a tide. And if this story, this calm, this whispering journey, brings you more peace than a doctor's medicine or therapy ever could, then maybe it's time to subscribe. Because here we don't just talk about the world, we listen to it. We let it lull us to sleep, one secret at a time. Now close your eyes a little more. Let your breathing match the rhythm of this story. Slow, deep, effortless. Because tonight, we are not sailing on the surface. We are diving into the hidden ocean beneath the land. For centuries, humans thought they knew the boundaries of the sea. The blue lines on maps, the roaring tides, the crashing surf. But deep below the crust, under the continents themselves, lurks a realm we were never meant to see. An ocean not of sunlight, but of shadow. It doesn't shimmer. It doesn't roar. It hums. Scientists used to believe that below Earth's crust was only rock and fire, solid layers pressing together under unimaginable weight. But in the last few decades, tiny whispers began to rise from deep beneath the ground, signals that told another story. A story of water, hidden, trapped, flowing in silence through rock for billions of years. It started with a stone, not an ordinary one, but a blue mineral called ringwoodite, found in a rare type of volcanic rock that had been pushed up from the depths of the mantle. When scientists looked closer, they found something impossible. Tiny droplets of water, sealed inside the crystal. Water that had never touched the sky, never flowed in rivers, never been part of the ocean we know. That water had been locked away, trapped miles beneath our feet, since before life itself began. As geologists studied more samples, they began to realize the truth was far larger. These crystals, hidden in stones from across the world, told the same story. There was water down there, not in pools, not in lakes, but in molecular form, absorbed into rock under crushing pressure, forming what could only be described as a sea beneath the land. And when the data came together, one estimate changed everything. There may be 3 times more water below the surface than in all the oceans above combined. Imagine that. 3 oceans worth of water, trapped beneath continents, moving slowly through solid rock, never seeing light, never breaking into waves, yet quietly shaping everything above. The rain that falls, the mountains that rise, the earthquakes that tremble, they all begin with the movement of that hidden ocean. Take another breath now, slowly, because even your breath, the air that moves in your lungs, was once part of that deep cycle, evaporated, condensed, rained down, absorbed, buried, and reborn again through the planet's pulse. You are breathing part of the ocean. You are breathing the memory of Earth's inner sea. Close your eyes and imagine descending, down through the soil and roots, past the fossils and bones, through the layers of crust where ancient continents sleep. The air grows denser. The light fades. The sound of the world disappears. You can almost hear the heartbeat of the planet, a deep, rhythmic thrum that vibrates through everything. Now imagine the rock itself beginning to glow faintly blue, as though something behind it, within it, is alive. That's the hidden ocean. It doesn't rush like waves. It shimmers like breath, seeping between grains of crystal, carried in structures we can barely imagine. This ocean doesn't rise or fall with tides. Its motion is slower, centuries for a ripple, millennia for a current. But its influence reaches everywhere. When volcanoes erupt, it is the deep water releasing pressure. When mountains crumble, it is that sea adjusting its silent balance. When the earth quakes, it's the inner ocean shifting, like a sleeping giant rolling beneath the surface. And in that motion lies life itself. Without that water, our oceans above might never have formed. The first droplets that fell as rain billions of years ago came from deep within, from this ocean, from the breath of the planet itself. So when you stand beside the sea today and listen to waves crash against rock, you're hearing an echo, a memory of the sea that lives beneath your feet. Some call it science, others something sacred, because if there's a sea inside the earth, then the earth itself is alive. Its crust is skin, its mantle muscle, its molten core a heart that burns, and between them and the water that keeps it breathing. Now, let the thought drift through you. The world isn't just spinning above oceans, it's floating on one. An invisible sea hidden under continents flowing through stone, older than the stars we wish upon. As you sink into the calm of that image, feel the heaviness leave your shoulders. The stress, the noise, the hurry, they all belong to the surface world. But here, deep beneath them, time doesn't rush. It exhales. The deeper we go, the slower everything becomes. Even light bends differently. Even thought moves softer. And somewhere, far beneath all that silence, the secret ocean turns. Not violently, not chaotically, but like a dream, endlessly flowing through the bones of the world. You can almost imagine it whispering, a voice that's been speaking since the beginning, saying, I'm still here, still flowing, still holding you, still keeping this fragile planet alive. So tonight, as you listen, as you drift closer to sleep, remember, you're resting not just on land, but above an ocean older than time itself, the secret ocean beneath the earth. You've felt the surface fade away now. The rush of daily thoughts, the chatter, the noise, gone. Only the rhythm of the earth remains. That deep, slow, patient pulse that has existed since before the first sunrise. Let yourself follow it. Follow it downward. Imagine you're drifting through layers of the planet. First the soil, damp, rich, alive with roots and worms. Then the rock, dense, cold, ancient, made of things that remember when continents were one. Then deeper still, and where the heat begins to rise, and the light changes color, from gold to amber, from amber to crimson, from crimson to a deep blue glow. It's here in this half-lit dreamscape that you first glimpse the ocean beneath the land. It doesn't shimmer like the sea you know. It shivers, faint, ethereal, more like breath than water. Droplets so tiny they can't be seen, yet together they form something infinite. The air thickens. The gravity softens. The feeling is both strange and familiar, as though you've been here before in another form, in another lifetime, back when the planet was still young and molten and half asleep. If you could stretch your hand through this ocean, you wouldn't feel waves. You'd feel warmth, the kind that wraps around you like a blanket. The molecules of water are bound to the rock, like veins carrying life through stone. Scientists call it hydrated minerals, but it feels more like a heartbeat. Every crystal, every fragment of mantle rock, holding tiny pockets of water, and together they form something greater, a network of hidden rivers, a memory that connects every continent above. The entire world rests on this invisible sea, and though it lies 300 miles below your feet, its breath still touches you. The rainfall, the tides, the formation of mountains, even the quiet shifting of continents all depend on that deep ocean's whisper. Now imagine what that means. The next time you walk by the shore and hear the waves, remember that there are waves beneath those waves, soundless, unseen, shaping everything you know. Each ripple beneath your feet has taken millions of years to form. Each current below the crust is like a slow thought in the mind of the planet, and the planet is dreaming. It dreams in movements of magma, in the rhythm of quakes and eruptions. Every time you see a volcano spill its fire into the world, you are watching the deep ocean exhale. It releases pressure. It breathes out steam, and with every breath, new land is born. Isn't that beautiful? That destruction creates creation. That the sea below feeds the soil above. That even chaos in the heart of the earth is simply the pulse of something trying to keep balance. Close your eyes for a moment. Visualize it. A glowing ocean made of vapor and mineral. Tides of molten water weaving through molten stone. And in the middle of it, a light, steady and ancient like the lamp of creation itself. This is no myth. It's real. It's measurable. But what makes it wondrous is not the data. It's the silence in which it exists. No human will ever truly touch it. No diver, no submarine, no camera could survive that pressure. It's a sea we can only sense, not see, and maybe that's the point. Some things on this planet were never meant to be looked at directly, only imagined, only felt. Ancient civilizations may not have had the words mantle or ringwoodite, but they spoke of gods who lived below, of water spirits, underworld seas, and rivers that ran beneath mountains. Perhaps in some quiet way they already knew. The Babylonians told stories of Apsu, a primeval ocean that lay beneath the earth, older than any god, the source of all life. The Greeks spoke of Oceanus, not just as a sea around the world, but as a divine current flowing under it. Even in the Bible, in ancient Hebrew cosmology, there were waters below the earth, kept apart from the heavens above, and maybe those weren't just metaphors. Maybe those old poets and dreamers were feeling what science is now proving, that beneath all this stone and soil, there truly is water. A silent sea that's been breathing since before we had names for it. Let that thought settle over you like mist. You are lying not just on land, but on layers of hidden memory, layers of oceans past, condensed and crystallized into the bones of the planet. And beneath those bones, the secret ocean still moves. It doesn't need sunlight. It doesn't need air. It has time, and that's all it's ever needed. Every so often it sends a message, a tremor, a geyser, a whisper of steam rising through cracks in the crust, as if the deep earth is sighing in its sleep. We call it geothermal activity. But maybe it's something gentler. The sound of an ocean dreaming of the surface. Breathe with it now, slowly, in and out, in and out. You're breathing in rhythm with a sea you cannot see. You're breathing the same water that once pulsed through those minerals 100 miles below. The same molecules that once drifted through that hidden sea are now in the air around you, in your lungs, in your blood. You are not separate from it. You are part of it. Just another wave in an endless cycle. Now imagine traveling even deeper, past the mantle, into the transition zone, where rock behaves like both liquid and solid, where pressure and temperature merge into something unreal. It is neither sea nor land, but both. A dream of both. Here the hidden water gathers, forming immense reservoirs, oceans of vapor woven into the fabric of rock. The glow is soft, almost alive, and you can see the outlines of continents above like shadows cast upon a moving surface. It's beautiful, but not in the way light is beautiful. It's beautiful in the way truth is beautiful, this silent, ancient humbling. You can almost feel the gravity of it, pressing against your chest. A reminder that the world you stand upon is not solid. but floating, resting on water, held by forces older than time. And when the earth moves, when mountains rise, when oceans shift, it is this hidden sea that allows it to breathe. Without it, the plates would freeze in place. The world would harden, life would stop. So this ocean beneath the crust isn't just a curiosity. It's the reason the surface world exists at all. It's the blood of the planet. The secret rhythm behind every storm, every drop of rain, every rolling tide. The ocean beneath the land and the ocean above it are one. They speak to each other through heat and pressure, through steam and stone, through time itself. One exhales, the other inhales. One feeds the sky, the other feeds the fire. Together they keep the earth alive, and you are the breath in between. So as you drift into sleep tonight, remember that you are resting on the skin of a dream made of water and light, stone and silence. The deeper you sink into rest, the closer you move to that hidden sea of the cradle of all things. If you listen closely, you might even hear it. Not in your ears, but in your pulse. That steady rhythm, that calm within your chest. It's the same frequency that hums through the planet. The same beat that echoes through the secret ocean under the Earth's crust. It has been here since the beginning, and it will still be here long after we are gone. The hidden sea, the sleeping world, the breath of the planet. The deeper you go, the quieter the world becomes. Not silent, no, not quite, but full of a hum too deep for ears to hear. It's a sound that doesn't travel through air, but through stone. A vibration that ripples across the bones of the planet. A reminder that even in the stillness, the earth is alive. Close your eyes. Imagine that hum moving through you. A deep, soft resonance. Low, steady, patient. You are not separate from it. Your heartbeat, your breath, they've always been part of this same rhythm. Now picture this. Somewhere far below, a tremor begins. It's not destruction. It's communication. When an earthquake happens, what we feel on the surface is only a whisper of what the mantle ocean is saying beneath us. Those vibrations, they travel through the deep, bouncing, bending, echoing, and scientists call them seismic waves. But in truth, they're messages, the language of the hidden ocean. It speaks in frequencies, not words, and if we could translate it, perhaps it would sound like the earth dreaming aloud. You see, when seismic waves pass through rock, they slow down or speed up depending on what they touch. And that's how we found it, this sea beneath the land. Because deep inside those echoes, scientists began to notice something unusual. Certain vibrations would fade, as though swallowed by water. And in a way they were. That's how we mapped it. Not by sight, but by sound. Listening, not looking. Hearing the heartbeat of a planet that has been alive for 4.5 billion years. And when they charted the data, it revealed something breathtaking. A vast layer, hundreds of miles thick, where the rock itself is saturated with water. Not like a lake, but like a sponge. A living, breathing body of stone and vapor. It extends beneath every continent, every ocean, every mountain range. It's everywhere, beneath your home, beneath the forests, beneath the deserts and the frozen poles. A universal ocean, binding the world together from within. When you think of it like that, the earth stops being just a rock in space. It becomes something more. A living cell, its crust, the skin, its core, the nucleus, and that secret ocean, the cytoplasm of creation. Now let your mind drift to the surface again, to the rain that falls softly on a quiet night. Every drop that touches the ground has been part of that cycle since the beginning. From ocean to sky, from river to root, from mantle to mountain. the same water, endlessly reborn. And if that water carries memory, and if it remembers where it's been, then every raindrop on your skin might hold echoes of the deep, the memory of a time when continents were molten, when the air was poison, when only silence and fire existed. And through that fire, the ocean below whispered upward, cooling the planet, calming the surface, and setting the stage for life to begin. So, in a way, life itself is an echo of that deep ocean. Every cell in your body holds water. That water once flowed through the veins of the planet. You are not separate from the earth. You are made from its breath. Take a slow breath now, in and out. The air fills your chest like a tide. The rise and fall, the same rhythm as the sea, the same rhythm as the earth. Maybe that's why the sound of waves feels like home. Maybe that's why rain soothes the mind. Because somewhere deep in your memory you recognize it. The sound of the ocean you were born from. Long before there were myths, before temples, before language, humans would stand at the edge of the water and listen. And in that listening, they felt connected to something vast. They called it gods. They called it spirits. They called it life, but maybe it was simpler. Maybe it was just the sound of home. Because in the end, that's what this ocean beneath the crust truly is. Home. The womb of the world, the first memory now. Drift with me a little deeper. Let the surface dissolve completely. Imagine moving through that hidden water, not swimming but floating effortlessly. There's no up or down here, only weightless motion, gentle and endless. The light is dim but soft, a deep sapphire glow, as though the very molecules shimmer when you pass. Tiny sparkles rise and fall, minerals suspended in timeless current. Everything here moves in slow motion, like a dream under glass. If you listen, you can hear the earth sigh. Her long, low, contented sound, the kind a mother makes when her child finally falls asleep. That's what this ocean is, a mother. Patient, protective, invisible. For billions of years, it has kept the balance. It absorbs heat when the surface grows too wild. It feeds the magma that renews the soil. It cushions the tectonic plates, keeping them from tearing the planet apart. It's not just under us. It's holding us, and yet we barely know it exists. How many secrets the planet still keeps, simply because we never think to listen. Even now, the ocean beneath the crust may be shaping our future. It carries elements, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, deep through the mantle and back again. These elements rise through volcanic vents, feeding the air we breathe, the soil that grows our food. Without that deep circulation, the atmosphere would collapse, the surface would dry, life would fade. So every breath you take is a gift from that hidden sea. Every green leaf, every drop of rain, every heartbeat, it all traces back to that underground pulse. Now imagine for a moment, if that ocean could speak, what stories would it tell? Perhaps it would whisper of the first time the crust cracked and water spilled out, filling the basins that became our surface seas. Perhaps it would remember the birth of continents, when molten land rose like islands in a boiling world. Perhaps it remembers everything, the fall of meteors, the rise of trees, the first song of a bird, the first flicker of fire, the first human heartbeat, because all of it happened above its watchful flow. All of it was shaped by the deep sea beneath the land, and maybe it remembers us too. Because in a way, we've always been trying to return to it. Every time we dive into the sea, every time we sink into a warm bath or close our eyes and listen to the rain, we're going back. Back to that comfort, that stillness, that endless rhythm. Even our dreams of heaven and paradise are full of water, rivers, fountains, oceans of light. It's as if we carry the memory of the deep in our sleep, and tonight you're closer to it than you've ever been. The ocean beneath the land doesn't just exist beneath your feet. It exists within you. Your blood is its mirror. Your heartbeat is its tide. Your silence, its surface. When you rest, the world rests with you. When you breathe deeply, the earth exhales. Let the thought wash over you like a tide rolling in slow motion. Let it smooth away the edges of your day. Let it soften your mind until nothing remains but the sound of breath and the hum of the world beneath. For a moment, you are the earth. You are its ocean. You are its dream. And as you drift further into sleep, the secret sea whispers you are home. The ocean beneath the crust, it isn't still. It breathes, slowly, patiently, endlessly. Every few million years it exhales, and mountains rise. Then just as quietly it inhales, and continents drift, sinking, folding, becoming new again. This motion is so slow that a human life barely marks the smallest ripple. But if you could watch the earth in time-lapse sped up by eons, you would see it. A great blue pulse contracting and releasing like a living heart. That pulse is the secret ocean. Its rhythm guides everything. When it pushes upward, volcanoes bloom like fiery flowers. When it pulls downward, plates shift and valleys open like new scars. We used to think the Earth's energy came only from its core, a furnace of molten iron. But the truth is softer, more mysterious. Much of the energy we feel is the quakes, the eruptions, the tectonic breath, and comes from water. Water locked deep within minerals, moving through layers of rock as if through veins. That water is ancient, older than the moon, born from the collision of worlds before life even existed, and it's still here, circulating through the body of the planet. Every drop of it plays a role. When it reaches the hot zones near the mantle, it transforms into vapor. Not steam, but something denser, something almost alive. It expands, it pushes, and that pressure builds until it lifts entire continents. Without it, the crust would collapse. The land would crumble. The earth would become brittle and silent. This hidden ocean is not a passive pool. It is the world's heartbeat, and we live upon its rhythm. Imagine for a moment that you could hear it, not as a sound but as a feeling. A deep vibration moving up from the soles of your feet to your chest, your breath, your pulse. That is the earth reminding you, you are part of its flow. Not a visitor, not a stranger, but a continuation. Beneath every forest, beneath every desert, beneath every city of glass and steel, that hidden ocean hums quietly, balancing everything we call home. When volcanoes erupt, we see destruction, but beneath that chaos there's renewal. Each eruption is an exhale, releasing minerals, fertilizing the air, resetting the surface for life to grow again. It's easy to forget that destruction and creation are siblings, two halves of the same breath. The secret ocean understands this. It doesn't judge fire or flood. It only moves. It only continues. And in its continuity, life finds its way. Somewhere deep in that underworld, between molten rivers and crystalline chambers, there may even be life. Microbes that thrive in impossible heat, feeding on minerals instead of sunlight. Tiny invisible forms that have never seen the sky, and yet have existed for billions of years. To them, the mantle is the world. They know nothing of oceans, nothing of stars. Only the steady warmth of stone and the silent pulse of water in the dark. And yet, we are connected, because the gases they exhale feed the chemistry of the planet, and the planet in turn feeds us. It's a chain without beginning or end. A story that circles endlessly, like tides in slow motion. Now imagine this ocean as a single heartbeat, each throb of pressure, each wave of movement beneath the crust pulsing through the Earth's skin. The sound of thunder, a surface echo. The rumble of mountains, a reflection of that same rhythm. The flicker of lightning, the crash of waves, even the breath of the wind, they are all echoes of that deep beat. The world is not silent. It is breathing through everything. Even your heartbeat, that pulse in your chest, is tuned to that same frequency. Roughly once every second your heart contracts, sending life through your veins. And deep below, the earth does the same, but on a scale too vast for time to measure. One heartbeat every 100,000 years, perhaps. Yet it never stops. Never has. Never will. There is something strangely comforting in that. To know that even after all the noise of civilization fades, the earth will keep breathing. No matter what we build, no matter what we destroy, it will continue its slow inhale and exhale, a pulse older than memory, older than light itself. Sometimes I wonder if this hidden sea is the Earth's way of dreaming. The crust is the conscious world, the part that wakes, that acts, that changes. But beneath it, the deep ocean sleeps, always aware, always listening, always ready to stir when needed. And when it dreams, we feel earthquakes. We feel rain. We feel time itself moving forward. The ancient Greeks once said the world was alive, that the ocean was the blood of Gaia, the great mother. They were closer to the truth than they ever realized, because what science now reveals is not myth, but memory, that everything alive is a reflection of the same mechanism. Your blood moves salt through your body as the tides move salt through the sea. Your lungs inhale air as the earth inhales vapor. Your heartbeat moves rhythmically as tectonic plates shift to the same unseen drum. We are miniature Earths, echoes of the planet that birthed us. And the more we understand this hidden ocean, the more we understand ourselves. Take another slow breath. Feel it, the rise, the fall, the stillness in between. That stillness, that's where the heartbeat lives. Not in the noise, not in the rush, but in the pause. It's the same pause the planet takes between eruptions, between tides, between ages. In that pause, everything waits. Everything listens. If you could see through stone, if you could look beneath your feet right now, you would find slow rivers of blue light. Not literal light, but energy, glowing softly through the minerals, shimmering through cracks and folds. That is the circulation of the world, the breath between breaths. In some places, that ocean rises closer to the surface, beneath volcanic islands, beneath mountain roots. It pushes upward, melting rock, releasing gases, whispering to the air above. That whisper becomes clouds. Those clouds become rain. The rain becomes rivers. And the rivers return to the ocean again. A complete circle, a never-ending conversation between the world below and the world above. It's strange to think that every storm begins in the dark, that the rain on your window was born not in the sky, but in the silence under your feet. The deep ocean gives and the sky answers. Together they make the planet alive, and maybe that's the real definition of life, not the presence of cells or breath, but the continuity of rhythm. The never-ending dialogue between what is seen and what is hidden. So tonight, as you listen to the quiet hum of the earth, know that you are hearing a fraction of a much greater song. A song that began long before time and will play long after we're gone. The song of the secret ocean, the heartbeat of the planet. The lullaby of existence itself. Let it wash over you. Let it fill the empty corners of your thoughts. Let it remind you that you are safe, that you belong, that you are and always have been part of the great rhythm. Now close your eyes a little deeper. The sound you hear, that distant low hum, that's the earth breathing through you. You are floating in its pulse, drifting in its sleep, and in that stillness there is peace. There are moments in history when science and myth touch hands, not in argument but in quiet agreement, as if both have been looking at the same truth from opposite sides of a veil. The discovery of the hidden ocean was one of those moments. It began with a sound, the faint echo of an earthquake recorded deep underground. Seismologists listened to the vibration, expecting a familiar pattern of rock and heat, but something was off. The waves slowed as if passing through something softer, more fluid. At first they thought it was an error, a calibration glitch, a misreading of the data. But the pattern repeated, again and again. Each time it hinted at something vast, something that stretched across thousands of miles hidden below the crust. The scientists ran the models again, and when the computers drew the simulation, a shape appeared, a massive band 300 miles deep, stretching like a river beneath the mantle. They were looking at the first evidence of the ocean under the earth, but this was no ordinary sea. It did not move like the Pacific, or crash in waves like the Atlantic. It pulsed, it shimmered. It whispered through stone, and when scientists held samples of ringwoodite in their hands, those small glittering fragments of blue rock, they realized that the crystals were soaked with water. Not liquid, but bonded. The molecules were trapped within the structure of the mineral itself, woven into its lattice like invisible silk. If enough of that mineral existed, then somewhere down there the entire mantle might be saturated, not with oceans that flow, but with oceans that live inside the stone. When this theory was first shared, many dismissed it as poetic exaggeration. An ocean beneath the land? Absurd. But as the evidence grew, so did the silence of doubt. Other teams began measuring vibrations. They studied volcanic gases, seeking hydrogen isotopes that could only come from deep ancient water. And there it was, the unmistakable fingerprint of the hidden sea. Every discovery added another layer to this slow, unfolding miracle. Imagine a sea so deep, so ancient, that it has never seen the sky. A world where water and rock are one. To grasp it, you have to let go of what you know about oceans. Forget the image of waves, fish, coral, and current. This ocean doesn't sparkle or sing. It hums. It vibrates. It dreams. It moves not in seconds, but in centuries. Each pulse reshaping continents. Each breath carving valleys. Each whisper forging mountains. And somehow, it does all this without being seen. There's a strange kind of beauty in things that exist beyond vision, forces that shape everything, but never ask for attention. The ocean beneath the crust is one of those things. To find it, scientists had to become listeners. They had to stop digging and start hearing. They learned to read vibrations as if they were ancient music. The earth became an instrument, and the tremors were its song. The deeper they listened, the more they understood that the planet itself is alive with movement. Not chaos, not randomness, but rhythm. An order older than humanity, older than stars. They called this rhythm seismic music, the song of water in stone. It's said that if you could translate those waves into human hearing, you would hear something like a slow, deep drone, a lullaby made of gravity and time. That's what inspired some scientists to begin a new field of study, acoustic geology, a way to listen to the heart of the planet. Through this listening, they discovered something else, that the hidden ocean isn't just one body of water. It's a vast network of rivers, lakes, and vapor pockets stretching through the mantle like arteries. The water isn't free-flowing, but it moves, slowly, subtly, with the shifting of pressure and heat. Over millions of years it migrates, rising, sinking, evaporating, condensing again. A cycle beneath cycles, a tide beneath tides. That deep water doesn't reach the surface often, but when it does, it arrives through volcanoes, not as rain, but as vapor, rising through magma, escaping through ash, joining clouds that drift into the sky. When you see lightning over a volcanic island, you're watching the hidden ocean meeting the world above, a reunion of realms, a memory surfacing. Some ancient myth spoke of this exact thing. The Babylonians told of Apsu, the freshwater sea beneath the earth home to the oldest gods. The Greeks spoke of Oceanus, a vast river encircling the world and flowing beneath it. The Mayans spoke of Xibalba, a watery underworld where life and death intertwined. They all described the same thing in different words, the ocean below. Perhaps they knew. Perhaps the memory of this deep truth survived through dream and story long before science rediscovered it. Because sometimes, myth is just a memory of something our ancestors felt but could not measure. And now, science gives shape to that ancient feeling. When the data came together, the maps revealed something breathtaking, an inner world stretching thousands of miles below. Not hollow, not empty, but full, dense with heat and quiet water. It isn't a place we can visit. No submarine could survive that pressure. No light could travel that far. Even imagination struggles to picture it, a world without horizon, without air, where stone moves like breath and water glows like thought. But you can feel it. Every time you stand barefoot on the ground, that world hums beneath you. It's there, a constant presence, silent, patient, real. When rain falls, some of it will sink, deeper and deeper still through layers of soil and rock, until it becomes part of that unseen ocean. It might stay there for millions of years. It might never return. And yet it still belongs to the same cycle. Every drop, whether on the surface or in the mantle, is part of the same eternal movement. The Earth doesn't separate its oceans. We do. But to the planet, water is one. It only changes form, never purpose. Sometimes I imagine that hidden ocean as a kind of archive, a place where all the memories of the planet are stored in liquid form. The birth of continents, the fall of meteors, the first heartbeat of life, all written in vapor and mineral and silence. If you could dip your hand into that deep water, you might feel time itself, cool, endless, alive. We may never see it, but we can know it. And knowing it changes everything. Because the next time you walk across the earth, whether it's a beach, a mountain trail, or your own backyard, you'll remember that you are walking over oceans. Not just one, but two. The one that reflects the moon and the one that reflects eternity. Both belong to the same world. Both keep us alive. Both are waiting silently for us to listen. So as you breathe, as your eyes grow heavier, let that thought sink in. Beneath every heartbeat, beneath every stone, beneath every dream, flows a sea, and you are floating in its rhythm, whether you know it or not. Let the current carry you now. Let the weight of the day dissolve. Let the secret ocean cradle you, as it has cradled the earth for billions of years. Because no matter how deep the darkness, there is always water beneath it, moving, dreaming, alive. The rivers beneath stone, the song beneath silence, the ocean beneath everything. Some truths don't reveal themselves in sound or sight. They're felt, like a low vibration, a hum beneath everything you do. That hum is the breath of the living earth. The deeper scientists studied the secret ocean, the more they realized it wasn't just water hiding in rock. It was part of something alive. The earth behaves like an organism, not a metaphor, but a truth written in movement and energy. The core beats like a heart. The crust breathes through volcanoes. And the hidden ocean, it is the bloodstream. Water moves nutrients through minerals the way blood moves oxygen through veins. It regulates temperature, balances chemistry, feeds and renews the planet's skin. Every eruption, every mountain birth, every tremor in the ground, they're not random acts of chaos. They're symptoms of life. For billions of years, this deep ocean has carried messages upward. Heat, minerals, elements, and gases, everything life would one day need. It built the stage long before the play began. And when the first cells emerged, their chemistry mirrored what already existed below. Water bound to rock, minerals feeding energy, heat sustaining motion. In a sense, we are children of the mantle. The ocean under the crust was our first womb. Life didn't begin in sunlight. It began in darkness, in vents, in heat, in quiet. In the same kind of environment that still exists deep inside the earth. Maybe that's why we find calm in the sound of water, in the rhythm of waves, in the hum of rain, because somewhere inside us we remember. We remember what it felt like to float in the quiet dark, before the world had a sky. The secret ocean beneath us isn't just a geological curiosity. It's a mirror. A reflection of life itself. Think about it. The planet drinks, it sweats, it exhales. It circulates energy. It repairs itself when wounded. It dreams through evolution. It mourns through extinction. It rests and then it rises again, and just like any living being, it carries memory. Not in neurons, but in layers. Each stratum of rock is a page in its diary. Each droplet of deep water, a preserved whisper of what once was. When scientists examine the isotopes within that trapped mantle water, they find traces of ancient oceans. Oceans that vanished billions of years ago. It's as if nothing is ever truly lost, just transformed. The planet keeps everything. It recycles even its own tears. And somewhere in that deep chemistry there's intention, not conscious, not human, but rhythmic. The rhythm of life finding balance. The rhythm that makes trees grow, rivers carve, and minds dream. We often think of Earth as something we live on, but the truth is, we live within it. We are part of its system, not passengers, cells in its living body. Every breath we take is shared. Every drop we drink has cycled through its veins 1,000 times before. The hidden ocean is proof of that unity. It's the missing link between biology and geology, between being alive and being made of matter. Even our bodies mirror the same design. Salt water flowing through channels, minerals building structure, heat moving through cells. We are echoes of the deep earth, shaped by its pattern, tuned to its pulse. It's humbling to realize that the blood in your veins and the water in the mantle are not so different. Both carry the same element, hydrogen. Both were born from the same cosmic dust. Both are part of the same endless cycle that began before the sun was born. Perhaps that's what ancient cultures meant when they spoke of Earth as a mother, not metaphorically but literally. a being that nurtures, feeds, and repairs itself. When we take from her too quickly, she shifts, she adjusts. The balance trembles, and like any living being, she tries to heal. The hidden ocean plays a quiet role in that healing. When pressure builds, it releases. When heat rises, it diffuses. When the crust fractures, the water seeps in, cooling, binding, renewing. To the naked eye, these are geological events. To the patient listener, they are whispers of adaptation, a body tending to its own wounds. Even now, as you lie still, that same balance continues below you. The deep water shifts imperceptibly, carrying minerals to where they're needed, redistributing energy, maintaining the planet's calm heartbeat. Everything, the oceans, the forests, the rain, the air depends on that invisible motion. Without the deep ocean, the crust would dry, the mantle would crumble, and life above would wither. It's the unseen foundation of everything we know. Sometimes I wonder, if Earth could speak, what would she say? Would she whisper gratitude for every breath we return to her, every footprint that reminds her she's not alone? Or would she sigh in sorrow for the noise we've made, forgetting her quiet rhythm? Perhaps both, because every living thing carries both joy and pain, even the planet. And maybe the purpose of stories like this is not to frighten or warn, but to remember, to remind us that we belong to something ancient, something still breathing. When you listen closely to silence, the silence before sleep, you might feel it, a soft pulse beneath your body. That's her, the living earth, the deep ocean moving like blood beneath your bed, steady, calm, eternal. You are never disconnected. Even in your stillness, you are part of her rhythm. Your breath joins her inhale. Your heartbeat joins her exhale. And when you sleep, it's the earth dreaming through you. So, as your thoughts soften, as the noise of the day fades into the distance, let this understanding cradle you, that you are floating not just in air but in being. You are supported by a living world, a world that breathes, that feels, that heals. The secret ocean beneath the crust is not separate from you. It is the proof that the entire planet is alive. Every mountain, every drop of rain, every gust of wind is part of her body, and every dream, every heartbeat, every whisper of sleep is part of her soul. She is old but not tired. She is vast but not empty. And she will keep breathing long after we've forgotten our names. So rest, let go. Let that truth hold you like gravity holds the sea. Because beneath you right now, a hidden ocean is dreaming, and its dream is you. There's a secret that water keeps. It remembers not in words, not in thoughts, but in rhythm. Every ripple it makes, every molecule it touches carries a trace, a memory of where it has been. When it rains, you can feel ancient oceans falling. When you drink, you are tasting the first seas of earth. When you weep, you return a drop that has traveled across time itself. And somewhere deep beneath the crust, in that secret ocean locked inside stone, those memories sleep and still clear, still alive, still listening. Scientists once believed water was simple, 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. But the deeper they looked, the more it became something else, a recorder, a historian, a living archive. The water trapped in the mantle is older than the continents, older than the moon's pull. It's been through volcanoes, meteors, and the silent birth of the first cell. It remembers the heat of creation. It remembers the cold before light. It remembers the silence that came before sound. Every molecule you touch has been part of countless lives, fish, forests, storms, even you, in another form, in another age. That is the memory of water. It never dies. It transforms. When you touch it, you are touching infinity, and maybe That's why we find peace near the sea. Because somewhere deep inside we recognize ourselves. We too are made of memory. Our bodies are 70% water, but our souls perhaps are closer to 100. Each heartbeat creates a tiny wave. Each thought sends ripples across our inner ocean. Each emotion changes its tide. When we are calm, the waves settle. When we are afraid, they crash. When we dream, they shimmer. So imagine now beneath the crust the earth dreaming. Its water glows faintly, a soft sapphire hue flowing through veins of stone. It's not empty. It's full of stories, of beginnings, of voices that once were. Perhaps the sea beneath us is not lifeless. Perhaps it still sings, a song too low for our ears but not for our hearts. The ancients may have heard it. They spoke of gods that lived below, serpents of water, keepers of memory, spirits who whispered through springs and wells. Maybe they weren't myths at all. Maybe they were listeners. The ocean beneath our feet is not a myth. It's the earth's deep consciousness, slow, patient, eternal. And as you listen now, as your breath softens, you can almost feel it. That low, endless hum. The same hum that guided the first raindrop, the same hum that drew life from stone. We call it the sound of the deep. But maybe it's the sound of remembering. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself drifting downward, through layers of rock and time, past the noise of the surface, past the crush of pressure, until you arrive at stillness. A glowing sea stretches beneath the land. No waves, no storms, only light moving slowly through water. Here, there is no up or down, no past or future, only the now, the eternal breath of earth. You drift through it like a thought through sleep. Your heartbeat slows. Your body fades into warmth. You're weightless, not falling, just being carried. In this place, everything that has ever lived is connected. You can feel it, a pulse that began before your name. This is where the planet dreams, where water remembers what it means to be alive. Somewhere in that deep stillness, your thoughts dissolve, like sand in the tide. Your worries lose their edges. The noise of the world fades. All that remains is breath, and beneath it, a heartbeat that isn't yours. It's the heartbeat of the world. Let it guide you. Let it rock you gently, as if the whole planet were cradling you in her arms. Because in a way, she is. Every drop of water that's ever touched your skin has come from her. Every tear, every wave, every cloud, borrowed from her ocean and someday returned. The earth keeps nothing forever, yet loses nothing at all. That's the secret of balance. That's the rhythm of life. When you sleep, you are part of that rhythm. Your breath matches her tide. Your dreams follow her current. You dissolve into her silence, and in return, she gives you peace. The deep ocean doesn't just lie beneath us. It lives within us. Every calm thought, every heartbeat in balance, every quiet moment you find is a reflection of that deep water. Even when the surface world grows loud, remember that inside you carry her silence, the silence that birthed the first light, the silence that still hums beneath continents, the silence that will continue long after the stars forget our names. You are not separate from this world. You are this world. You are its water, its memory, its echo. So rest now, drift. Let the sea beneath the land carry you home. Imagine the waves not above you, but below. Miles and miles of glowing water, breathing, pulsing, alive. That's the true ocean. Not one you can sail, but one that carries you every day, silently, faithfully, endlessly. And as you fall deeper into calm, as thought becomes breath and breath becomes stillness, you realize you've returned back to where all things begin, back to the quiet womb of the earth, back to the first water, back to memory. The hidden sea hums softly now, not beneath you, but through you. Its glow fades into warmth. Its current becomes your heartbeat. You are home, and the world, the living, dreaming, breathing world, sleeps beside you.